Google Adsense is one of the best ways to monetize your website or blog. It allows publishers to earn money by displaying relevant ads on their websites. However, getting approval for AdSense can be a bit tricky. There are certain requirements that need to be met before your website can be approved for AdSense. In this article, we will discuss how to get Google AdSense approval for your website easily. Choose a niche. The first step towards getting AdSense approval is to choose a niche for your website. You should choose a niche that you are passionate about and that has a significant audience. The niche should be broad enough to attract a large audience, but not so broad that you can't create high-quality content. Create high-quality content. The second step is to create high-quality content. Your content should be original, informative, and engaging. Make sure that your articles are well-researched and provide value to your audience. Avoid copying content from other websites, as this will not only hurt your chances of getting AdSense approval, but it can also lead to penalties from Google. So, you should focus on creating content that is unique, useful, and relevant to your niche. Design your website. The design of your website also plays a significant role in AdSense approval. Your website should have a professional and user-friendly design. It should be easy to navigate, with clear headings and categories. The layout of your website should be clean and uncluttered, with enough white space to make it easy for users to read your content. You should also make sure that your website is mobile-friendly, as more and more people are using their mobile devices to browse the internet. Analytics and Webmaster Tools. Google Analytics and Webmaster Tools are free tools that can help you monitor your website's traffic, search engine rankings, and other important metrics. Before applying for AdSense, make sure that your website is linked to these tools. This will provide Google with valuable information about your website and increase your chances of getting approved for AdSense. Contact information. Make sure that your website has a clear and visible contact page with your name, email address, and physical address. This will help Google verify that you are a legitimate publisher and increase your chances of getting approved for AdSense. You should also make sure that your contact information matches the information on your AdSense application. Ensure that your website meets Google's guidelines. Google has certain guidelines that websites must follow in order to be approved for AdSense. Make sure that your website meets these guidelines before applying for AdSense. Some of the guidelines include: your website must have original content. Your website should not have any copyrighted material. Your website should not have any adult content or illegal content. Your website should have a privacy policy and terms of service page. Domain age. The age of your domain is also a factor that Google considers when reviewing AdSense applications. In general, Google requires that your website be at least 6 months old before applying for AdSense. This is to ensure that your website has a solid foundation of content and traffic before monetizing it with ads. Increase your website traffic. One of the key factors that Google looks at when deciding whether to approve a website for AdSense is the amount of traffic that the website receives. You should focus on increasing your website traffic by promoting your website on social media, creating backlinks, and optimizing your website for search engines. Ad placement. The placement of ads on your website is also crucial for AdSense approval. You should make sure that your ads are placed in a way that does not interfere with the user experience or violate Google's AdSense policies. Avoid placing too many ads above the fold, as this can be seen as intrusive and may lead to rejection of your application. Make sure that your ads are relevant to your content and blend in with the overall design of your website. Apply for AdSense. Once you have followed all of the above steps, you can apply for AdSense. You will need to provide some basic information about your website, such as your website's URL, your name and address, and your contact information. Google will then review your application and let you know if you have been approved for AdSense. Follow AdSense policies. After your website has been approved for AdSense, it is important that you follow AdSense policies. Violating these policies can lead to penalties or even account suspension. Some of the policies that you should be aware of include: clicking on your own ads is strictly prohibited. Encouraging others to click on your ads is also prohibited. You should not place ads on pages with no content or on pages with copyright material. You should not modify AdSense code in any way. In conclusion, getting AdSense approval for your website can be a bit challenging, but by following the above steps, you can increase your chances of getting approved. Remember to create high-quality content, follow Google's guidelines, and increase your website traffic. Once your website has been approved for AdSense, make sure that you follow AdSense policies to avoid penalties or account suspension.